Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on the Bitcoin market. So here we've got absolutely epic rally in recent few sessions. So obviously it's not quite natural, so there definitely stands something behind it. Maybe it relates to the topics that we have discussed in the weekly report. So the gold market and euro currency were touched the background of changing of the investors' preferences in relation to assets distribution. So more and more investors, banks and even central banks are looking at the safe haven assets, including gold market, and Bitcoin might be just a part of this process. So, but definitely this is not just a pure market power, so definitely some accumulation and money inflows stand behind this rally. And we're starting from the monthly chart. This time, this chart is becoming important. It's just because market is coming to major epic all-time target. So we have the monthly XOP at 127. So now it's flirting with the yearly pivot resistance one. It's 21.71 approximately right here, but the major XOP stands here. Why we're looking at the monthly target? And just because market stands very close to this XOP. Based on the trended distillator, you can see that market is not at overbought. So here it has room to touch it. It has no big resistance levels here, nothing except maybe this pivot resistance level. But once again, pivot resistance at 122 and XOP 127 for a monthly chart, it's mostly the same, so it stands very close. It means that on this way up, hardly market will show any deep drop before it will touch the 127 target. So by planning the trades, don't count on some really big retracements, trying to step in and get the big results in around 127 target. Hardly we will see any big drop. That's the main conclusion that we could make from the monthly chart. On the weekly, we have approximately the same story. Market is also not at overbought. Local OP target, ABCD on the top, stands around 134. That might be the next destination points. And in general, it's 134. If you also take a look at the extension of the most recent downside retracement, you could see that 131, it's also 1618 extension. And both targets agrees with the weekly overbought level. So that's what we have here. The idea of the hand shoulders here, as you can see, has been cancelled. So market mostly just moving higher. So probably we could try to treat this retracement as a shoulder, but by all means, this seems a bit small. So the shoulder should be somewhere lower. It's mostly some kind of the tight consolidation, kind of the ABCD. Supposedly here you could find even smaller ABCD pattern. You could also see it on the daily chart. So for instance, something like this, you can see, just calculate, and we will be approximately in the same point. So you can see 134, 135, it will be many extensions in the shape of the ABCD coincides approximately in the same point. So trend, of course, here stands also bullish, so here is actually normal bullish context. Now about lower time frames. On the daily chart, what we have, all our local targets have been exceeded, so we do not have any significant tools here to set the new targets. And actually we do not need it too much, just because we already have the 127 destination points. It stands very close right here. For now, market stands at overbought on the daily chart, and we know that it's around yearly pivot resistance run. So maybe we could get some pullback here, but not too significant. And once again, as I said, don't count on a really big drop somewhere back to the 107, for instance, or even deeper. Most probable that retracement will be somewhere in most recent swing, above the flag consolidation. There's two levels that we need to consider that stands in this swing. And we take a look at the 4 time frame chart. Here's all targets been met, Even 1618 extension of our hand shoulders here also has been completed. Although last time we talked about 116. It just should be touched on the OP, but OP has been passed without any respect, and market immediately keep going to the 1618. Now 1618 also has been reached. So speaking about levels to watch for, here's daily chart with the fib levels. You can see that area around 117 looks interesting, and around 113.50, 114 areas confidence support. I suppose that if retracement will happen, probably these two levels should stand in focus, where potentially we could consider taking a long position with the next swing up to the 127. So if of course nothing force major will happen with all different Donald Trump speeches and tweets, so they keep all other stuff intact. Theoretically, this should happen, so market should try to complete the major 127 target.